Last night we had UFC Fight Night. It took place on Fight Island, July 18th, 2020. It was a pretty good night of action last night. I just watched the main card, didn't watch the prelims. They were all good, entertaining fights. So let's get into it. You had 3 submissions last night, and they were all different variety. You had the women's flyweight division. You had, what's her name? Adriana Lipsky, a Brazilian. 2 Brazilian women fought in the women's flyweight division, and it ended in the first round with the knee bar. Lipsky applied a knee bar, and her opponent screamed out in pain. It was very painful. She extended the knee uh, in the wrong direction. That's why she subbed her out. I think she got sub of the night. Picked up $50,000 bonus, and she looks like she's going to be a good, entertaining fighter in the women's flyweight division. She's got what they want. She's marketable. She's got the skills. So be on the lookout for Lipsky. And then you also had the another fight that I thought was I was impressed by Rafael. What's his name? Rafael Fiziev. He's from Kyrgyzstan, I think. Anyways, he's a Muay Thai style fighter. He fought Mark Diakisi. Okay. Well, Rafael Fiziev was landing some impressive kicks. I mean, he was landing combinations. He was throwing kicks to the body. And they kept remarking about how loud they were. It sounded like someone getting that perfect sound when they cracked the Tide pads. I'm sure that was amplified by the lack of crowd noise, but it was impressive to watch. He was very quick, very good with his legs, throwing kicks, and he wasn't just settling for one strike at a time. He was throwing combinations. He was throwing kicks, mixing them with his punches. His Muay Thai was very impressive, and his defense was on point. Did you see him slip in the punches, the strikes, the bobs, the weaves? He even did a Matrix-style lean-back dodge twice in the fight. First time he kept his hand up, and the kick kind of caught the tip of his fingers and pushed his hand into his own face, but he still dodged the kick. And the second time he did the Matrix lean back, he just put his arms all the way down and lean back, and that shit was tight. It was fun to watch. His striking is tight, his kickboxing is tight, and we'll see how he does against someone who's going to challenge him more with takedowns and stuff, to where he won't be able to kick so freely. He'll have to be cautious of being taken down. But either way, it was an impressive performance, fun to watch. Nothing taken away from Mark Giassisi, or however you pronounce his name. He just didn't have the same striking ability. He tried, and he turned it on more towards the end. I wish he would have done that. Well, easier said than done. He was busy getting kicked in the gut and getting punched in the face. There was a time when Fiziev threw a hook and missed and spun immediately into a back fist. I thought that was cool. He has good combinations. I like the way he puts them together. You also had the CoMain Event. You had Kelvin Gastelum versus Jack Herman's son, as I like to say. And that was impressive. Gastelum looked fit. He looked good. I know he's ready. I know he wanted to impress. He's always a tough out in the middleweight division. But Hermanson caught him with that heel hook. And it looked like, Kelvin Gastelum looked good when he was able to, reverse the momentum and end up on top. When he was being tripped, taken down by Hermanson, he did end up in top position, but that didn't really favor him too well. He got out, but kind of was still within, not the guard, but yeah, Hermanson kept him close, kept him there, and got a hold of that leg again, and Gastelum wasn't able to get out. And I mean, we didn't want to see the fight end in the first round by a heel hook. We wanted to see a nice action stand-up fight between these two. Had tough, he hits hard, and that's probably why Jack, what he said, they don't know how good I am off my back. Now they know. So he had that. He wasn't gonna waste himself trading punches with a strong dude like Kelvin Gastelum. He did the right thing, the smart thing, and he got him with the heel hook. And a win is a win. And in the main event, all controversy. If you thought there was controversy from the first fight, Joseph Benavidez versus Davison Figueiredo. I mean, all respect to Joseph Benavidez. He's a true MMA fighter, a true warrior. He's been putting it on the line for himself and for the UFC his whole career. He's always a tough out. And he was complaining, saying that in the first fight where he got knocked out, where he got stopped by Figueiredo, that it was the cause of a headbutt, which I thought it was an accidental clash of heads. Just the way Benavidez was coming in with his head kind of down, throwing a punch, and it was an accidental clash of heads. This happens in fighting, and he was saying it was a headbutt and that he was winning the first round, and there was controversy, and he was going to right the wrong, and it was actually worse for him. Every time Figueiredo even just touched him with a punch, he was falling down. He fell down every punch. He was falling down, and he got choked out nasty. I mean, you seen his eyes go crossed, and you know, I mean, it was brutal. And it's Figueiredo grabbed that flyweight title, and the God of War, he looks like he's going to be. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who challenges him for that title. So it was a good night of fights last night. Fight Island is really proven to be a cool concept for the UFC, and laying the blueprint for, as they have been for the last couple months, how sports can proceed forward without fans. I love that MMA can do it. I love that the UFC is doing it, and we've got 2 more weeks of. I mean, we've got fights to look forward to. We got a good fight card coming up this Saturday and the following Saturday. So UFC is providing the fans with a lot to feast their eyes on, a lot to chew on, a lot to talk about, a lot to debate. And a lot of fighters are coming up and making their names known. That's what I love about the sport. The fighters that are coming out, they're more and more evolved with their craft, with their skills. Everybody's got a sharp tool, a repertoire in their toolbox. Nobody's really lacking in any skills. Everybody knows they got to be well-rounded, and we're seeing a lot of good competition. So, my takeaway is that I like Rafael Fiziev. I'm going to be looking for him in the future. I like his kickboxing, very impressive techniques, fun to watch. And I want to see Kelvin Gastelum bounce back. A loss like that, it's tough. It happens. He can learn better ground defense. I mean, shit happens. He's still a good fighter, an entertaining fighter. And the middleweight picture looks really exciting. Got a lot of good fighters there. So overall, good fight card last night. A lot of contenders to watch coming up in the future. And, it's just no controversy. Everything was clean cut. All the submissions were good. The stoppages, everything was good. Good fight card. And that's what MMA is all about. I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it. And, I'll see you guys on the next one. UNO.